I have a confession to make. I was wrong about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This game, right here, on my screen. I was wrong. What was I wrong about? Really twofold. I was wrong to say, all of last year, several times over, that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is not a system seller. Clearly, it was, and still is, a system seller. Nintendo Switch moved 1.77 million units last December, which is the largest December compared to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Nobody, at least in that 8th generation, this current generation, the last generation, whatever people are calling it, had a better December than Nintendo. This was due to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So I was wrong. More so than that, I was wrong to think that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate didn't have any chance in heck of surpassing Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which released on the Wii, a 100 million unit seller. You want to know how I know I'm wrong about that already, even though it probably hasn't passed the Brawl numbers just yet? Super Smash Bros. Ultimate sold 3.6 million units in the month of December, just in the United States. For those that are wondering, the record worldwide for an exclusive game and its launch week sales for a platform is 3.3 million units, which was shared by a Halo game and, well, Marvel's Spider-Man on PlayStation 4 last year. That was the record for launch sales. Smash, it shattered that. According to Shintaro Furukawa, in the launch week worldwide, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate sold 5 million units worldwide. Now that was just launch week. That didn't include the entire month. 3.6 million were sold in the United States. We also know that it sold over 2 million units in Japan during December. That means just Japan and the United States alone was at least 5.6 million units. Throw in the rest of the world, chances are Super Smash Bros. Moved over 8 million units when we consider the global space for this game last December. That means I have to take the fat L on this one. I was wrong to doubt a game that wasn't just one of the most highly anticipated games in Nintendo's history. It apparently was one of the most highly anticipated games in video game history. Now, I know I need to apologize right now. There are a lot of you Kingdom Hearts fans out there that have been waiting forever for Kingdom Hearts 3, and that's probably the new hot thing to be massively anticipating, and that's fine. I really hope the game turns out to be everything you hope it is. But Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out of nowhere. See, Kingdom Hearts 3 has had, almost 16, 17 years to kind of build up that hype cycle to this next game? Smash Bros. Had 6 months. In a 6-month time period, Smash Bros. Went from announcement to release. And it did something that no Nintendo game, nay, no exclusive game in the history of gaming has ever done. It created a new record for launch week sales. It became the fastest selling opening month ever for an exclusive game in video game history. And it bucked the trend of prior Smash Bros. Games, and not only was a system seller, became one of the best system sellers in the history of video games. This is astonishing. Now, I'm not going to say it is the best seller in the history of video games. I think Wii Sports has a say in that. I think Super Mario 64 has a say in that, and that's just from Nintendo. We're not even getting into the games that help sell other platforms. So, no, I'm not going to call Smash Bros. The best system mover of all time. But it moves systems, and it moves systems at a rate almost no other Nintendo game could attain. So I talked about in the United States how it moved 1.77 million units. That 1.77 million units made Nintendo Switch the number one selling platform in the United States. Before December, PlayStation 4 held that honor. Nintendo did about 80% of its yearly sales for 2018 in the months of November and December in the United States. Pokemon Let's Go, Holiday, Smash. Apparently that's all you need to do if you want to have the highest sales in an entire year. Who cares about the other 10 months of the year anyways? In addition, Nintendo Switch was the number one selling platform for all of 2018 in France. It was the number one selling platform for all of 2018 in Japan. And in Japan, it was 2-1 with PlayStation 4 taking the number 2 spot. PlayStation 4 sold 1.7 million units in Japan last year. Nintendo Switch, 3.4. Now look, this isn't to put down Sony's machine. The PlayStation 4 has been on the market for 5 years. It is due for a decline. But reality is, Smash Bros. And Nintendo Switch, they're like two peas in a pod. There's not one without the other. Not in 2018. So, I was wrong. You know what I'm also wrong about? I didn't think Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was going to be the best Smash game of all time. I never thought it could unseat the N64 version for me. I'm about 16-ish hours into playing this game. It's already become my favorite Smash game of all time. Anything to do with Smash Bros., I was just wrong about last year. So, that being said, what am I going to be wrong about this year? Well, let's just throw some predictions out there. I feel like Animal Crossing is going to become the best-selling Animal Crossing of all time. It's going to move 15 million units on the platform over the next 2 years. I mean, that's right, I'm only giving it 2 years to hit that mark. I think that Daemon X Machina is going to become a 1 million unit seller. Just over 1 million. It won't quite hit Xenoblade Chronicles 2 numbers, but I think it's going to sell 1 million units. I also think that Nintendo Switch is going to move 24 million units in fiscal year 18-19. So from April to the end of March. So April this year to the end of March in 2019, 24 million units. Let's just get this on the record now. Another prediction I am likely to be wrong about. I think the new generation of Pokemon games, well, I think it's going to set the world on fire. I went all out with Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and I had to take the fat L on that as well. So let's just go all out for Pokemon again. The Pokemon games are going to set a new record. They're going to top Smash's 5 million in launch week and move 7 million in launch week. Part of this will be because there will be more Switches installed at the time. The other part of this is that the hype levels for this game are going to exceed Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That's right. Nintendo's not just going to set the exclusive record one time this generation. Oh, no, no, no. They're going to set it twice. I'm probably going to be wrong about all of these predictions, and that's okay. The fun of making these predictions is that it's okay to be wrong. I took the fat L in 2018, and that's okay. I also said way back in 2017 that 2018 would be the year that we get full AAA third-party support on Switch. Ha! I mean, they did announce Mortal Kombat 11, I suppose, but we're not getting full AAA support. Still don't have it in 2019. Bottom line is nobody knows everything. The analysts, they were wrong about Switch most of last year. I was wrong about Switch all of last year. I was wrong about how well Switch's games would do last year. I under-projected Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's importance, and I over-projected Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee's performance. I didn't think Octopath Traveler had a chance in hell of crossing 1 million units, and it did that within its first 2 weeks on the market. Reality is, Nintendo is in uncharted territories. I don't know that Nintendo can properly predict what the Switch and their games are going to do. Maybe they can. Maybe I'm being disingenuous. Maybe I'll have some sour grapes. What I do know is I'm going to go back and play some Smash against my kids today. Why? Because they're better at it than me. And that's okay. I main Link for anyone who cares. And no, I don't know how to dodge I kind of know how to use a shield a little bit. Don't use it nearly enough. What's a grab? I literally never grab in Smash. I'm what you call a bad Smash Bros. Player. There's joke videos out there about Smash Bros. Players that, I went down to really low CP. I'm down at 50,000 or under just to see what it's like down there. I'm the players those people are playing against when they want to just see how bad it is and they realize just how bad those players really are. I'm one of those players. And you know what? I'm still having a lot of fun with it anyways. So, what are you going to do? There's nothing else to say. Be sure to enter our Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Nintendo Switch Bundle giveaway through the Gleam.io link down in the description. I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in. And hey, if you caught this video, it means YouTube's working now. YouTube kind of screwed me today. So, More on that maybe tonight in the live stream. Oh, YouTube. I love you, and sometimes I hate you. All right, folks. I'll catch you guys in the next one.